Hey y'all, welcome back to another video on my channel. If you're new, my name is Krish and I attempt to post every single Sunday. So this video is technically towards the people who are upcoming freshmen or just people who are in high school. You don't necessarily have to be a freshman for this video. I'm just making this video just for high school in general because I know there's a lot of like BS that goes on and stuff like that, and I want to give y'all some like tips and advice just so y'all can avoid all that. And I have some here from a MacBook. So this is great if you're like transitioning from like middle to high school, just some like basic things you need to know about why, you know, high school in general, how it is and whatever. But just a disclaimer, if your like middle school teachers have ever told you high school doesn't put up with that, they don't do all that, yes they do. They will put up with your BS. Like they're really patient with you, they get to know you. So it's like, but don't believe what your middle school teachers say right now because they don't know what they're talking about. But anyways, I have 10 little tips / advices I wanted to give y'all, and I'm not gonna try to make this video too long because I'm not about to sit here and waste like 20 minutes out of my day. Without further ado, let's get started. So the first advice or like little tip is don't get into drama and mind your own business, especially when you're like just starting high school, you're like a freshman. Don't like act like you're the crap of the school. I was about to say a cuss word, but I want to keep this like friendly and kidly appropriate. But don't make yourself a fool. Don't make yourself look like a fool because you're not in middle school no more. Like you're past that. You're in high school. You should know people's limits and you should know how to respect people's boundaries and just like talk to people. No one hurts high school. Like high school is very safe talking wise. You just have to communicate and you have to talk. If you don't talk, you're not gonna make friends. Just saying that. I know freshman year you might not make a lot of friends and you might just make friends that were in your middle school, which I mean that's fine too, but I'm saying like make new friends. Especially like don't get involved in drama. Don't like put yourself in a bad situation that's not gonna revolve in your like future, because then like when you're a senior you're gonna like think about how stupid you were freshman year. I mean, haven't we all done that? Like it's very like common to do that. So just mind your own business, go about your little freshman life. Just like do what you need to do, go home. You know, y'all are 14, 15, y'all do y'all's business and move on with y'all's day. Don't try to hook up with like upperclassmen because they're not gonna want you. I'm just saying half the freshmen at my school are mad ugly. Not to be mean, but like nobody wants you as a freshman, and you get that glow up in high school is when you usually get it. So the next one is talk. Talking, communication in general is key when it comes to, you know, high school and just making friends and just like getting to know your teachers. Communication is also key. Just communicate with your teachers verbally. Say, hey, I forgot to do this assignment, can I get more time? Hey, I had to work 5 to 9 or like 5 to 11 and I didn't get a chance to finish my homework because I was very busy after school. Just communicate and make something work with yourself, with your schedule. The teachers are gonna understand you because if you're like a junior or senior, they'll understand you, you know. Typically people are hard workers and they will come to school regardless of what they do outside of school because, you know, when you're at school, you're at school. Understand your teachers the best you can. High school teachers aren't really strict with you. They don't really care. As long as you're, you know, doing your work, that's all they really care about. Because they're the teacher, they're there for the teaching. If that makes sense. Yeah, just do whatever you need to do and get out of that class because that class is probably gonna be really irrelevant when you go to high school because it's not really gonna affect your high school life, if that makes sense. Like some classes do if you're taking like classes that you actually plan to do in high school, but like basic classes, oh, I don't take them seriously. But yeah, the next one is high school is not what people make it seem. Just feel like, let me just say this for my example, I feel like a lot of people it seemed like it was gonna be the time of your life. I mean, I haven't got there yet, but I know it will be. I I just feel like people just instigate things and they try to make things seem so like raw. They try to make it seem like it is gonna be the best of your life. It is gonna be not stressful. It is gonna be so fun. That's what I thought when I first came to high school, but it is most definitely not the time of your life because you have to worry about your grades. And your grades do matter, which I'll get into later in this video, and your GPA and everything. Yeah, it's not what people make it seem. If you make it fun, it'll be fun. High school is not all that. To be honest, in my opinion, I mean, if you do it from someone else's perspective, they might think it's something different, but like, no. Yeah, the next one is enjoy high school while it lasts. It sure does go by fast. I still remember when I was in 8th grade and it had to get cut off and whatnot, and that was when it was like real lit. Like I didn't have to worry about anything. I didn't care about nothing. I was myself. I could be myself around people even if like they'd pick on me. Yeah, so I feel like high school does go by fast, and as soon as you get to like senior year, you're gonna think, dang, high school year for sure did go by fast. It sure did. It's going to, and you just have to make us out of your days. Even if it's a boring day, you just have to, you know, be fun around people. You can't just sit in a classroom and not talk. Who does do that? I remember freshman year so clearly, like it's in my head still. I'm just trying to forget about it because it was in my head a lot recently, or not recently, but these past few months. So I'm just trying to like distract myself by like talking, which it feels good. You know, the past is the past and just whatever. I mean, don't worry about the past. Like don't worry about your past and like what people have told you, because you're gonna like pursue your career or your dreams as long as you know, keep on top of your grades. Those people who put you down, who bullied you, they're so irrelevant, and they don't know your day-to-day life. They don't know what you do on a day-to-day basis. They don't know your backstory. They don't know what you've been through. So just don't worry about them. They're like so immature and they're still in that like middle school mindset kind of, but like, or like you may think someone might act different just because they're in high school, but they still act the same exact way, just by a maturity level. Yeah, just enjoy it while it lasts. Make the best of it. Make new friends. High school is a safe place. High school is where you can make friends. High school is like the chillest time of your life because you get to make new friends that you've probably never ever met, and you get to just talk about their life, and it's low-key interesting and really fun. But the next one is make new friends and join different clubs of your interest. I've heard like you can join clubs to like get more after school activities or just activities outside of school, and I heard like they're really fun, so I really recommend you guys do that. Also, that's another way you guys can like make new friends, especially if you're a freshman and you don't really have friends, because I know when you first get to high school you don't have many friends, because that was technically me. Just take the time out of your day to make new friends. I mean, it's not that hard to make new friends. You just get their social media and that's it. Yeah, but I understand if you want to keep your like little friend group small, because that was me in the beginning, but now I kind of do want to make friends, but at the same time I'm like, I'm cool with the few people I have, you know what I mean? Yeah, that one's another good one. This doesn't even apply to people who are freshmen. You can be like a junior and you can still apply for clubs. You don't have to be a specific grade level to apply to little clubs outside of school or like after school clubs. All right, the next one is if you don't like someone, just ignore them. Don't start a whole scene for something that happened in middle school, because I know there was a lot of like trauma, drama, whatever back in middle school, but don't lead that into high school, because I know you've moved on from that, and I know everyone moves on from crap and they find better people and they take the negativity out their life, and just live your best life in high school, because it does go by fast. There are those days where like you just feel drained from high school, and you're gonna feel like that. High school is really draining. That's another thing. High school is really draining, especially when you get to like the end of the school year or like junior year and senior. Little senior I heard is easy, but just don't start a whole fight just because of something you want to stand up for. Take that outside of school. Don't bring that into school. That's so irrelevant. Like that is really irrelevant. Like why would you want to bring stuff that came from like 2, 3, 4 years ago? You know what I mean? And that's stupid. Like that's so immature, and that's just not what I want to do. Yeah, just don't do that. That's just weird. I really don't think you should do that. Yeah, so the next one is mind your business and don't be nosy trying to get into people's conversation. Now, I do this occasionally if I'm like not thinking about anything. But don't do this. This is gonna make you look really weird. This is gonna make you be like mad, annoying, and awkward because you're just not minding your business and you're like going into everyone's conversation. Sometimes people are cool with it, sometimes it just annoys you because you're just like, y'all are in between of having a conversation and like someone just like interrupts and it's kind of like, dude, you didn't really need to interrupt our conversation. It's between us two, not you, like a threesome, you know what I mean? Don't do that. Just mind your business, go on about your day and do what you need to do what you gotta do, and live the best of your life. Not minding your own business is just gonna affect you more in the long run. This one is kind of like a obvious one, and it is your work the best you can. I know freshman and sophomore year is really easy. You can do your work ASAP and you'll be out of there, but I heard junior year is like the hardest year, so you have to prepare for like SATs, ACTs, finals, all the schoolwork you get, especially if you take like AP classes and dual credit and stuff like that. Just do it the best you can. Even if you're falling into a slump, you notice, and you're just not doing your work as like you used to, try to do it the best you can. As long as you're trying to do it and you're trying to, you know, put effort into the work, that's all that matters. There's some people who don't put effort into the work. That's like stupid, because like you want to at least try it. I mean, I'm not really there to learn anything. I'm just there to be there at this point, but it is what it is. I mean, I've noticed, like for me, I noticed that like I stopped doing a lot of my work just because, I don't know, I'm really tired of coming there. I'm just really moody half the time, which is like weird. But the second to last one is try to keep on top of your grades, because your grades do matter in high school. Let me put you on. Your grades matter so much in high school. I'm not even exaggerating, like especially junior, senior year, they matter a lot. I wouldn't go into the mindset of going into high school thinking they don't matter, because in middle school they don't matter. Like I could care less about middle school. That's why I kind of just BS'd everything in middle school, but now I actually put into the work and I physically try and do it. So just try to stay out of your grades, even though it may get like hard to do that. Just try your best. I mean, no one's gonna stop you from not doing that, but get a good GPA. I know some schools, they go off different like grade scales and stuff, because like in our grade book it says like it goes from like a 12, like it's double, like triple the 1 to 5 scale. I have like a 3.5 right now, but it can change my junior and senior year depending on how well I do. Hopefully I do good, because I'm not trying to fail high school. Like I'm not trying to repeat any grades high school. But yeah, just stay on top of your work. Sometimes you just have to put your mindset into it, even if you don't get it. Trust me, you're gonna get a lot of homework. I mean, that's kind of typical in high school. Don't expect going into high school thinking you're not gonna get homework, because yes, you will get homework. Yes, you got sent with work to do, especially junior year, senior year if you're taking AP classes. But if you're not, then don't. It's up to you and your ability. Yeah, just do that the best you can. I know some people aren't the best at doing that, which I kind of understand, because I wouldn't really blame them. But then again, how do you not do schoolwork during school? Like what? The last one is, once you become a junior in high school, you will start getting stressed. You'll start getting senioritis. You just have to live the best life in high school you can. Don't let like the schoolwork affect you, if you know what I mean. Like still live your best life outside of school. Don't let school revolve around your life. Don't let school trap your mind and trap your head and just like act like it's a jail, because high school is not a jail. It's a safe place for people to make new friends and people to communicate and stuff like that. Junior is probably going to be the stressfulest year of your entire life. I've heard it's like really hard and really stressful, but also on the other hand, I've heard like it's really fun. Do what you got to do in high school, and I believe y'all will make it out of high school. My high school is a little stupid, but some of the like circumstances, because sometimes like I have to pass my state tests to graduate and like stuff like that, so it's like stupid, but then again, like it's easy at the same time. Also just worry about passing your classes and just doing good in class, because at the end of the day they do matter. Your GPA will matter, and it will count on you in college, because that's what literally college is looking to, especially if it's like a community college. If we're going to planning to go to a university, then they obviously have more higher standard. But if you want something simple and easy, I recommend like community. But if you want something like over the top, then go to university. I mean, it's up to y'all. It's y'all's decision. Those are like 10 I could think of off the top of my head. Yeah, there are like 20 other, 30 other more, but I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys got something out of this video, because I sure did, especially whenever I first joined high school. When I first came to my high school, I literally didn't know nobody, and now I literally know everyone in that school, but obviously I don't talk to everyone. But anyways, let me stop rambling and let me end this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you should subscribe with the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.